Time for the 99% to rise up. The velvet rope of the global economy is no longer just a barrier. It has become a noose. We stand at the precipice of a silent transition, where the concentrated accumulation of capital among the 1% is shifting from mere greed to a structural reconfiguration of what it means to be human. For decades, the wealth gap has been discussed in dry percentages and rising Gini coefficients. But we are moving past the era of simple financial disparity. We are entering the age of the digital feudalism, where the lords of the manor own not just the land, but the very algorithms that dictate the rhythm of our lives. The billionaire class has long treated the world as a sandbox, but their latest plaything is a terminal one. Artificial intelligence, in its current trajectory, is being forged as the ultimate instrument of disenfranchisement. It is not being built to liberate the masses from toil. It is being refined to render the laborer obsolete while keeping the profits centralized in the hands of those who own the servers. When the cost of intelligence drops to zero, the value of the human worker, the 99%, is treated as an inefficiency to be purged rather than a life to be sustained. This is the emergence of the anti-human force, a synthesis of infinite capital and autonomous logic. This union seeks to bypass the messiness of human existence, our need for rest, our demands for dignity, and our biological limitations. The 1% are building a world that no longer requires the participation of the people who built it. They are constructing digital fortresses where the walls are made of code and the guards are automated, creating a self-sustaining loop of prosperity that intentionally excludes the biological reality of the majority. We must recognize that the efficiency promised by these tech titans is a euphemism for our erasure. Every disruption is a brick removed from the foundation of the middle and lower classes. As AI begins to automate not just the hand, but the mind, the leverage of the common person evaporates. If we do not own the tools of our own survival, we become nothing more than data points to be harvested or user bases to be exploited until our utility runs dry. The window for a unified response is closing with every iterative update of the neural network. This is not a drill, nor is it a far-flung sci-fi prophecy. It is the inevitable conclusion of a system that values the optimization of a stock price over the breath in a human chest. The 99% are being lulled into a state of algorithmic apathy, fed a steady diet of curated distractions, while the keys to the future are being quietly turned in a log we didn't even know existed. To resist is to reassert the primacy of the organic over the synthetic, the communal over the concentrated. Unity is no longer just a political slogan. It is a biological imperative. If the 99% do not form a cohesive front against this consolidation of power, we will find ourselves living in a world designed by the few, for the few, and enforced by the tireless. We must demand a future where technology serves the collective spirit rather than the private vault. The hour is late, and the silicon is warming. The choice is stark. Either we unite to reclaim the trajectory of our species, or we resign ourselves to being the ghosts in the machine of someone else's utopia. The anti-human forces of extreme wealth and unchecked AI do not sleep, do not pity, and do not stop. Neither can we.